Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Defining the Dash podcast. I am your host, Chad Clifton, and it's so good to be back with you. And I thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend it here with us on the podcast. Whatever you're doing, thank you so much for letting us tag along with you. I apologize that Brother Mark is not with us this week, but I know that he is extremely busy and he's out of town, wasn't able to meet up to record, and we've had a lot going on with some birthdays and some funerals and just different things going on, so our scheduling has been all out of whack, but we wanted to be sure to drop in and still spend some time with you. And this week we celebrated Father's Day and this past Sunday, and so we wanted to be sure to recognize that a little bit. But before we do that, we definitely wanted to do a few other things here. We wanted to give a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out to Brother Colin Bostwick that listens to the podcast. Also wanted to shout out again to Brother Randy Cordell and thank him for listening to the podcast, and Brother Johnny Hank, all of those that are faithfully listening, that let us know that you're listening. Our numbers do keep climbing, so we do know there are folks that are still tuning in. So thank you so much for listening. If you are listening, those of you that are, be sure to let us know, and we'll be happy to give you a shout out, just to say thank you over the airwaves, and because we really do appreciate you. And you can text us at definingthedash@yahoo.com. You can leave a comment on the episode. We do have the Apple episodes back working, so you can leave comments there. Usually, I think you can leave comments through Spotify as well. But those are the two I am familiar with. I'm not real familiar on the other ones. We do have Instagram. It's dash. Defining_the_dash. And is our address on Instagram. And then at www.definingthedash.us is our website. If you go to the contact page, it will also direct you to these pages, even our email and everything, and direct you to that. And so multiple ways you can get a hold of us. And of course, if those of you that know us, live locally or whatever, if you just see us locally or know our number or anything, want to contact us that way, feel free, and we would love to hear from you, and just say thank you to you for listening, and may God bless you for putting up with us. And so thank you so much. We do want to say happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, and of course to you kids, say be sure to honor and love your fathers, and pay them tribute as much as you can. And what better way to celebrate Father's Day than with a few dad jokes here just to get started. But of course, dad jokes do usually go over a little bit better when there's two of us here that we can kind of throw them backwards and forwards at each other. But I will share a few that I just came across with you. What kind of shoes do frogs wear? What kind of shoes do frogs wear? They wear open-toed sandals. Open-toed sandals. I just built an ATM that only gives out coins. I don't know why no one's thought of it before. It just makes sense. And then, of course, we've got one that says, what happened when two slices of bread went on a date? It was loaf at first sight. Why do crabs never volunteer? Because they're shellfish. I had a quiet game of tennis today. Really, there was no racket. What's a shark's favorite saying? Man overboard. What did one slice of bread say to the other before the race? Man, you're toast. Those are just a few simple dad jokes that hopefully put a smile on your face with whatever you're facing. Like I said, we had a death in the family this weekend and through Father's Day here, and that's a hard thing to deal with anytime, but the member that we lost was a father, and as well, and so I know his children were really suffering, and actually spent a few hours at the funeral home on Father's Day, just trying to spend a little bit of time with their dad. And so all of you that do still have your fathers, please be sure to value that time with them and pay the honor that you can while you can. But then also to you fathers, I wanted to just give a quick message and shout out to. I don't know, lately we've been kind of giving plugs to other folks' podcasts and things, and I've always enjoyed auctions, and I do auctions or online sales type things through Whatnot, and a few of the ones I like going to, I like the book sales that Brother David Webb and them do on there, and everything. But there's a show on there called Mr. Ebenezer that he sells like pallet items, and I think he's out of North Carolina, and I was listening to his or was on one of his sales earlier today, and he made a comment. He was selling a globe, and he said this young boy had a globe, and it had, I guess, fell off his stand and was laying in his floor or whatever. And the dad came by and happened to see it, and he went in and he picks that globe up, a world globe. And the boy walks by the bedroom door and looks in and sees the daddy standing there holding that globe. And he says, "Daddy, what are you doing with my world?" So I want to ask you that question today. Daddies, what are you doing with their world? You very much impact the world of your children. If you don't think you do, look at all those children out there that don't have daddies. We go do ministry at the prisons, and we've talked about this before. Many of them didn't have the influence of a good father, and if they had, maybe their lives may have taken a different path. Some of them have come up to us and asked us to pray that their children wouldn't follow in their path. They are trying to be good fathers, but almost at a time that's a little too late. And so take advantage of that influence that you do have while you can, and lead your children down the right path. Lead them in the ways of the Lord. Teach them the right ways. Teach your sons how to be not just men, but good, godly men. Teach them to read their Bible, to pray, to fast, to pay tithes, to go to church faithfully, to do the things that God would have them to do. Teach them work ethics. Teach them compassion, love for fellow man, love for this world that God created for us to enjoy, to love nature and the outdoors, but most of all, to love God. That's important. That's what it means to be a man. This day and time, a lot of people will dispute the fact of even saying, be a man. And we do need men. But we need godly men. We don't just need good men. And we do need good men. But that ain't all we need. We need good, godly men. We need good, godly fathers. And so I encourage you, fathers, while we can, let's be good, godly fathers. Let's try to teach our children, be there for our children, hug our children, laugh with our children while we can. Well, I want to say again, Happy Father's Day to you. I know this is a relatively short episode, not very long, but I wanted to jump on, try to celebrate with you a little bit, encourage you a little bit, challenge you maybe, and just wish you a happy Father's Day. Hug your children. Children, hug your fathers. Don't be ashamed to say I love you. And let's just keep making every moment that we have count. May God bless you. Thank you for listening. When I win this war.